Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my project pan update number 2. So this will be like my end of February update. The dog is here. Oh, you can see her little head. Do you want to say hello? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Head up. No, don't smell the... Oh, thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Are you done? Yeah, she's done. Let's just get into it. Project pan update number 2. I do have some empties. I think this one is definitely a no-brainer. It's a Paul & Joe hand cream. This is the, moisturizing hand cream 3. This was fab. Like, I love this. I actually used it on my feet. It is super hydrating. Really nice. Actually, like, feels like it gets in there and like softens everything up and really hydrates. Not so great on my hands because it does leave like a slippy residue, and I found it quite difficult to sort of get on with my life when I used it on my hands. But on my feet, oh my god, and I miss it. Like, now that I don't have it and I'm just using other stuff on my feet, I'm like, give me back that Paul & Joe. I want a tub of it like this big just for my feet. It was fantastic. The other things that I finished are like minis and stuff. I've got 2 hair products that were in the group of samples that I pulled out to get through this year. I've got the Sasajuan, is that how you say it? I feel like I can say it in my head, but not when it comes out of my mouth. This is a hair repair. I feel like this is potentially like a protein treatment for the hair, because when I used it like several washes in a row, I felt like my hair got quite brittle and dry feeling, which made me think maybe it's protein treatment. I don't know. I don't really, oh yeah, there it is. Hydrolyzed wheat protein. That's, yeah, pretty high up on the list. So I don't know. I think this probably would have been better for me if I'd used it over a longer period of time and actually, like, you know, paid attention to what it was. But based on how I did use it, I didn't love it. I wouldn't buy it. Next, I have the Lenore Grail. I don't know. It's a nourishing shampoo for long, dry, thick or frizzy hair. I have long, thin, dry hair. It was fine. Like, I used it as a shampoo and I didn't really have any issues with it being too weighty or anything like that. What I didn't like about it is the fact that it doesn't like foam up pretty much at all. And I have like a psychological thing where I need the foam. I need it. So again, I didn't like this. It's not something that I would buy. I have 2 like exfoliating minis here, sachets from Volition. I have the turmeric brightening polish for face and body. I didn't love it. It was like a cream with bits in it. It didn't feel like it really exfoliated much of anything. I am using topical retinol at the moment, and I need physical exfoliation every now and then to like deal with that, and this just didn't really cut it. From Tatcha, I have the deep polish. So this is a rice enzyme powder. It's very similar to the Bioderma. Is it Bioderma? No, it's not. Come on, Hailey. Dermalogica, there it is. It's the Dermalogica microfoliant. I did like this, but I wouldn't buy it. Pretty pricey. Honestly, if I wanted to buy something like this, I would buy the Dermalogica one, because I know it lasts for ages, and it's probably at a price point that's a little bit more wallet friendly to Tatcha. Although, in saying that, I did really enjoy it. If I had more of those samples, I'd totally use them. I do have more that like Tatcha samples. And some of them are these like polish ones. They're just not the deep polish, I don't think. Anyway, what else do I have? Fragrance. So I finished off 2 of these. Based on my numbers, I think I've got one left, but I don't know. I didn't really look that hard for it. I've got Pacific Rock Moss from Goldfield and Banks, and I've got Wonderland Peony from Floral Street. I quite like Wonderland Peony. It's not something that I would buy in a full size to like keep in my stash, but you know, I enjoyed the sample. And Pacific Rock Moss, I think I don't really remember. How did I feel about it? Oh yeah, it's okay. I don't know. It's fine, and I was happy to just use up this little sample, but it's not something that I would buy for myself. I'm not interested. So Caroline Herrera Good Girl, I had 2 of these. Now I put one into this, which was like just a little spray dispenser, because these ones have this dispenser. I'm not about that. Give me a spray. At the absolute least, give me a roll on. So I put it in here to finish it up. I finished up what was in here, and I have literally just refilled this with this last one today. So it's not technically empty, but I finished what was in here, and I'm moving on to my last one. Let's move on to the progress I have on other products. Starting with NARS, this is a tinted glow booster. I do have progress on this. I can see that like the bulk of the product is actually sitting here, but I can't show you that because it's like creeping up on the side of the bottle. So I've opted again not to mark it. You can see like the lowest part over here, but I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to continue using it, and then when I can actually show you guys progress, I will just show you. But I don't feel like it's really fair to like mark it here, and then when I come back next month for an update and I'm like, I feel like I've made no progress, but I'm sure I had progress. What's going on? And I've forgotten that I marked it lower because it was creeping up the side of the bottle. Like I'm not doing it to myself, because I know I will forget, and I'm not going to come back and watch this video in a month. So I'm just not going to mark it. I'm just going to keep using it. Eventually I will have progress to show you guys, and that is fine with me. My foundation is the Isonox Microfoam Cushion Silk Cover. So this one was 82 grams on the last update. It's now 81.07 grams. I actually took the sponge out, flipped it over, and I have been storing it upside down because I am so sick of trying to apply this and not getting anything on my brush. So that's how I'm gonna store it going forward. My powder is from Kat Von D or KVD Beauty, whatever. It's the Locket blotting powder in light. I repressed it because it was driving me insane. It was so difficult to use, but I really enjoy the powder. So I was like, okay, don't be lazy, repress it and finish it up. This one was 67.57 grams. It's now 65.58 grams. I'm hoping that'll be done on the next update, and I have no idea at all what I'm gonna pan after that. I need to decide. My concealer is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. So I didn't mark it last month because it would have been a line on a line. And I almost considered not marking it again this month because I've made so little progress, because I've been playing with 2 new concealers that I purchased. So that's, you know, that's on me. That's my problem. I used this today, and I want to finish this. Like, I want it done. I want it out, because when I compare how this sits on my skin to how these sit on my skin, there is no denying that these are the nicer option. Based on how much I used this last month and this month, and what I've got going on here, I think all I really need to do is apply myself, and I should be able to actually like get through that in maybe a few months. When I say it like that, it makes me not want to pan it at all, but it's fine. I can use it. It's just, I've got things that I like better, but I would like to pan it because I paid money for it. And yeah, Here's something I'm very disappointed that I didn't finish. It's from MAC. It's the Fix Plus setting spray in watermelon, just a little mini. It was there the last update, now down here. I just didn't really use it all that much, to be honest. Look, February in Perth was the hottest month ever. Like, I've never experienced anything quite like that. It was horrendous. And wearing makeup really was not something that I wanted to do. I only did it when I have to, and a lot of the time I kind of forgot to put this on. I'm just going to put it out there. So that's kind of annoying. Hopefully I'll finish it in the next month. My face palette, this is the Hourglass Illume Sheer Color Trio in Sunset. Here's what she looks like so far. I've got a really nice dip in the bronzer. I've got an even better dip in the highlighter. I swear, every time I use that highlighter, I'm like, I'm gonna hit pan soon. And then like the intrusive thoughts get the best of me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see how deep it is. I stick my nail in there. It's still, there is so much in there. There is so much product. These pans are deep. I said it last month. My brain tells me that they're not that deep, but they are. They just are. So this one was 83.18 grams, now 82.15 grams. I'm going to say I'm freaking loving it. Like, I love it. It's beautiful. Like, I feel like I'm going to be sad when this is done, and I'm going to want to throw out all of my other face palettes and buy another one of these. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep panning my crap. Eye primer is from Ulta Beauty. It's the matte eye primer in the shade Nude. So I did mark it this time. Last time I did not. There's an air bubble in there for sure. When I have this open and I'm like squeezing product out, it sits a lot lower than that line. But then when I put the lid on and I like do the little bendy thing and mark it, I'm like, that's not accurate. But it is what it is. Hopefully one day I'll just use it and I'll be like, wow, that was the last of the product. Same thing with this from Clarins. It's the Instant Light Lip Perfector in the shade 01. When I'm using this, I'm like squeezing. I'm doing like these annoying, like trying to squeeze a little bit out to get it. But then when I put the lid on and mark it, it sits here. It is what it is. I definitely think by the next update, this one will be done. I don't think this will. This will take probably the rest of the year. Let's move through some of these products. So the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, when I introduced this, it was 6.19 grams. Last month when I weighed it, there was no change, but this month it's at 6.17 grams. So there we go. We're not surprised. They take time to show progress. My Linda Hallberg Calf Flash Pencil. This one has had quite a bit of use. It was 5.13 grams, now 4.75 grams. I'm pretty sure I sharpened this like 3 or 4 times in the month. I'm really enjoying just tight lining with it and also putting it on my waterline and my lower lash line, just to give my lashes some definition, or my eyes some definition, and then go in with mascara and just, that's it, move on. Benefit Precisely My Brow, no visible progress on this one. I have considered taking a photo of it to like show you that way, but also I don't want to. I'm lazy. Like, less is more for me these days. Not much left in there. It is, I've said it before, it is technically too dark for me. I can make it work. I just have to use a very small amount of it. So it's going to take me a while to get through it. Quick Brow from Quick Flick. This one also has progress. 19.22 grams, now 19.01 grams. Again, I've just been using this like set my brows, do a little bit of definition around my eyes, and leave the house, or I take one of these concealers and I just touch up underneath my eyes a little bit on my cheeks and around my nose where I get redness, and then that's it. That's only if my skin, like if I'm feeling like my skin is a bit you know, not looking the best. But otherwise I'm I have been skipping a lot. My last pencil product is Colourpop Becky G Monica Lippy Pencil. I love this. I'm wearing it today with this. It was 6.98 grams, now 6.8 grams. Again, that one did get a bit of use, which I'm happy about. Okay, let's move on to like hair and body and skin things. Not that I have much. Lush. This is the Whoosh shower jelly. So it was full when I introduced it last month. I was using the, or what was it called? The Skinstitute cleanser that I did finish, and I knew I'd finish it because there was so little product in there, and I introduced this. It was full. I've used about half of it. The weights come out at, it was 139.65 grams and it's now 71.36 grams. I did mention that like I had a little like mesh bag that I could put this in to, you know, sort of keep it contained and not drop it in the shower and develop a foam and all that jazz. I haven't been able to find it. I'm kicking myself. I feel like I've decluttered it before I moved to Perth, which is just so irritating because these are kind of annoying to use if you're not using them in some sort of like supportive mesh bag. Now, I have tried putting them in my exfoliating glove, which works, but it's still a little bit annoying because when you pull it out, I find that it's kind of like, because the mitt is quite textured, it has sort of, you know, degraded the shower jelly a little bit, so it has a tendency to fall apart much easier, which is basically what's happening to mine. I did have some people suggest things that I can do with it. Apparently if you like open it up and let it dry out for a while, it becomes sort of like a jelly soap. I don't like soaps. Like we don't have them in the house at all. I don't use them. I don't use them on my body. I like a body wash. The closest I'll get is something like this to a soap. And I did also have some suggestions of places where I can buy some mesh bags. I'm not going to buy one. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to make do with what I've got or tolerate the jellies as they are. Because once I'm through what I have, I just won't buy anymore. I don't really want to, I don't want to be using a product that's kind of a pain in the butt to use. I'm like, those days are behind me. This is just remnants of past Hailey, and I'm not that person anymore. So I'm just going to tolerate finishing up what I have, and I just simply won't buy a shower jelly in the future. I just buy like, you know, the shower gels. Okay, next up we have Bioderma. This one was here. It is now down here. Oh, it's going to take me a little while to get there with this, but that's fine. You know, it is what it is. I am very proud to say that I did not forget about my Drunk Elephant Wild Marula Tangle Spray this month. I made progress, go me. So I was there, I'm now down here. It's slow progress. It's going to take me a while to get through. Another one that I made pretty good progress on is the Davines Elevating Massage Oil. So this one was here, it's now down here. I've decided I don't like this product for a few reasons. One that I've mentioned before, the fact that it's quite difficult to emulsify, getting it out of the scalp or the hair. It was suggested to me that I use conditioner to help break it down, then go in with shampoo to like get out any excess and continue on with normal cleansing. I haven't actually tried that. I've just been using it, you know, as an oil and then double cleansing, sometimes triple cleansing. But what I've discovered, because I was sort of like, all right, we're gonna we're going to use this in February. We're going to make good progress on it. Also, my hair, I feel like my hair is thinning really badly, but I just thought, you know, I'm gonna use it and start sort of giving my scalp some attention because I feel like it needs it. But what I discovered is I don't like the scent of this. It has like an anise scent, like licoricey, and I like licorice, but I don't want to smell it all day or for like, you know, constantly for half an hour or an hour. And usually, like, if you okay, you need to be quiet, phone. Usually if you put a scent on, like fragrance, you spray it on yourself, you stop being able to smell it after a while. Like you get nose blindness. And I kind of, initially I was like, that will happen with this. You've just got to like persevere with it. But it doesn't. Like it doesn't. I can just smell this constantly. And I feel like it might actually give me a little bit of a headache. Not bad. It's not triggering my migraines or anything like that, but I think when I'm using it like 2, maybe 3 times a week, it's like starting to get a bit much for me. So I'm not really sure what to do with this. I want to finish it. It is meant for like a scalp and hand massage. So I'm thinking what I might actually do is do like a body massage before I get into the shower to like, you know, stimulate the blood flow and all of that jazz, and use some of this to like, you know, do that. That's something I used to do a lot. It was like part of my self-care routine, but I haven't done it for years. So maybe I will try to do that again just to use this up. But yeah, for me, this one, I can't get on with it. Oh, and this is from Laneige. It is my lip sleeping mask in vanilla. So I feel like I don't know, like when I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm halfway through the pot, but that's from the very, very top. And these aren't full to the brim when you buy them. It's gonna take me a long time. I feel like my brain is trying to convince me that it's okay and it's not really going to take that long and you just need to persevere. But also the sane part of me knows that this is going to take forever. It was 56.3 grams. It's now 55.33 grams. I only really use it at night. It's not the kind of thing that I'm going to carry around with me. I am going to introduce a couple of products. Because I finished up the Paul & Joe hand cream, I'm bringing in this. I'm pretty sure this is up there with one of my oldest hand creams and it's time to go. It's the Body Shop Almond Oil Daily Hand and Nail Cream. This one has had some use. There's about half a tube there, or it's over half, but that's how much is left in there. And I'm also introducing these. These are from Lisa Eldridge and they're basically untouched. So I've got Affair and Muse. I can't remember what these were called. I don't know. They're the lip glosses. Now the reason why I'm putting these into the project, and I was never ever gonna put lip products like this into the project unless I was using something throughout the year and I was like, oh yeah, I just want to keep using it. So I'm going to put in my project pan because it'll be easy. The reason why these have ended up in my project pan though is because I reorganized my makeup drawers and these don't fit in any of the storage. So I was like, fine, you've just got to go. They're too chunky, like the packaging. So yeah, and they're so messy. Look, I like them. I think the formula is beautiful. They're so comfortable to wear and these colors are fantastic, but I don't like the packaging. I just don't. I think it's like they're gloopy, it's bulky and chunky. It just doesn't look refined to me. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm not going to weigh these. I'm just going to use them and see if they eventually settle. And if they never settle, then I don't care. All right, guys. So that's it. That's my project pan update for the end of February. I don't feel like I did particularly well, but also it was a short month. And like I said, I didn't want to wear makeup. Like it was the last thing I wanted to do in February. It is thankfully starting to cool down a little bit. we're now having more mid 30 degree days rather than mid 40 degree days. So that's great. But I'm going to leave it there. I want to say massive thank you to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. Feel free to leave your comments down below if you've got anything to say about anything in this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.